executives. Hope everybody's having a great start to the new year. I'm here with our lead buyer agent, Andrew Genin, who's been buyer agent for over 5 years.
Yep.
Here,
Going on 6, yeah.
Going on 6 years here in Madison with me and our team here. And I wanted to bring Andrew in because we're already off to a great start this year, and we think it's going to be really a busy buying season. And so I want to bring Andrew in to talk about 3 tips to pay attention to when buying, as well as 1 mistake to avoid. So let's dive in. Andrew, what is your first tip for anybody that's looking to buy in this crazy market this year?
So I think the first step for everybody looking to buy is to talk to a reputable lender, a local lender, somebody that's comfortable and does a lot of business in the area that you're looking in, and get pre-approved. I've had plenty of buyers who think that they're pre-approved up to a certain amount, so we start searching and looking at houses in that price point and then find out it's $50,000 less. And it's always heartbreaking. It's always, nothing is, I don't know.
Lives up to the...
Yeah, everything is, just a kind of a bar below. So
yeah, after you've already seen a bunch in a higher price point, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a perfect first step. You can move forward with confidence and you know where you fall.
And tell me about when sellers are reviewing offers, especially if there's multiple offers.
That's the thing too, and kind of touches on another point that I want to make, but when you're ready to move forward and put in an offer, you need to have a pre-approval letter. You can write in the offer that you provide one within a certain amount of time, but all the other buyers and people that are putting offers in have one, and so if your offer's strong, but you don't have the confidence of knowing that you've already gone through that initial phase and hoops, just to show that you've been pre-qualified, then it definitely makes it difficult.
Sure. Yeah. So tip number 1, you want to get pre-approved. If you need a local lender, please reach out to us. We have great relationships with awesome lenders here in the area. Let's talk about tip number 2.
Yeah. Tip number 2 is just to try to have an available schedule. And there's only so much you can do. We all have busy lives, and that's understandable. In the market that we're in, things are very fast-paced. I just started working with some buyers recently, and a property went on the market on Monday. They had all-day showings, and we couldn't get in until a couple days after that. And Monday night, the house is already under contract. So obviously, there's only so much you can do, and you have to live your life. But if buying, and it depends on where you're in your timeline, if it's crunch time or not. But just having some availability and trying to be flexible. If you can sneak out on a lunch break, just to pop into a quick showing, it only takes 15-20 minutes to yes or no or maybe. And kind of whittle it down.
Perfect. And we have 6 agents on our team available to do showings. So if for some reason something hits on a Monday and you have free time over lunch, we're available to get you in there to see that property before it's gone. So especially with what we anticipate how crazy and active this buying season is going to be, having a flexible schedule in order to go out and see the properties is going to be vital. Let's talk about the 3rd tip you have for everybody. 3rd
tip is just to be ready to jump on the right house when it comes along, and sometimes it takes a little bit to get wade into the water and feel things out, and how quickly things do move. But when you do see the right property, it could happen right after you start your search. So just having the mindset that when the right thing does come along, just to be ready to jump on it and guns blazing, right strong, and that's part of what our job is to do, is to recommend certain contingencies that you can tweak and adjust timelines to help strengthen your offer in little ways that add up. So yeah, just being ready to pull the trigger when the right one comes along.
Andrew was able to win a lot of offers last year because of how strategic he is on writing offers to begin with. When you know you're in competition and there's other buyers looking to buy that same property, there's certain things within the offer that you can put in to make your offer look better. Sometimes it's more than just the price and the closing date. So having, being ready to jump in and go after it, and then having an agent that's savvy and knows what to do to win offers is going to be vital if you're looking to buy in this crazy buying season. So those are 3 great tips as far as buying here in the near future in this crazy market. Let's talk about 1 mistake that you want to avoid.
Yeah, I think the biggest detriment you can do to yourself as a buyer is not working with a buyer's agent. I'll speak in generalities. It doesn't always work this way, but typically it's free to work with a buyer's agent. There's not going to be any associated costs, especially with our team. We're not going to put any of those realtor fees or commissions on you. So there's no disadvantage to having somebody in your corner representing you. So that's one part of it. The other part is just working with an inexperienced agent and somebody that just doesn't know how to navigate the waters in the market that we're in. Somebody that's been around long enough knows a lot of the little tips and tricks that you can do to tweak an offer, but then also know, okay, this house has been on the market X amount of time, or it was under contract, now it's not. That was within probably the inspection time. So there's a lot of little things that you kind of pick up and know what to look for. And so working with someone that just knows how to help you get the house of your dreams.
That has the experience to do that. And then also, I think part of that mistake to avoid is working directly with a listing agent if you happen to walk in on an open house or something like that. And the key on that is just not having somebody representing you throughout the process. Somebody to let you know what's a defect that comes up on the inspection. That's something you have to be concerned about. What's a realistic timeline for inspection contingency, or what does your financing contingency look like? Should we be testing for radon? Things like that. That the listing agent's going to be representing the seller in their best interests. So working directly with them, you won't have anybody looking out for your best interests. So we have buyer agents on our team. We have agents that work with both buyers and sellers. We have a ton of experience. We're here and excited to help you if you're looking to buy this year. Andrew, as well as Madeline and Jennifer, are our primary buyer agents. So that's all they do. They work with buyers. They know the ins and outs, and they specialize working with buyers. So please keep us in mind, or send anybody our way that you think would benefit from working with an experienced agent to help you avoid some of the pitfalls on maybe potentially missing out on buying a great home this year.
Mm-hmm.